All right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that sub button ASAP. Hit that like button on this video as well, and drop a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Today, we got white podcaster just accused Akademiks of some disturbing things. So we about to see what he did accuse Akademiks of. A lot of people been getting in hot water recently, man. Ain't looking too good for y'all boys.
Beef is escalating really badly, and it all started on Twitter a couple of days ago. Akademiks and Jeremy Hecht already had a long-standing beef going on, but the beef reignited on Twitter when Jeremy Hecht essentially tweeted out some critiques for Drake for not denouncing MAGA in the White House after they tweeted out Drake's album. So Jeremy Hecht put, the White House has now made 2 promos using Drake's album, which he hasn't denounced yet, but they thought we were crazy for saying Iceman is a tone-deaf album title in this climate. I like Jeremy Hecht, I do, but this is some nasty pandering and virtue signaling. This is some nasty stuff, man. Drake called out and denounced ICE on his album. Drake has done nothing wrong, right? The White House using Drake's album cover for whatever promo they got going on, or a song from Drake for whatever promo they got going on, has nothing to do with Drake. You critiquing Drake for not denouncing what you believe is evil, while at the same time, right, y'all was crip walking in a moment where gang violence is affecting the black community more than anything on earth. Y'all was praising Lucien and UMG, and y'all was supporting Lucien Grange in his fight against Drake, when Lucien Grange has exploited black men and black death more than anybody on the planet Earth. Where is the denounce of that evil? Right, so we could go tick for tat on what we believe. You feel me? Like, you hold people accountable for what they do and what they say. And if Drake hasn't done anything, haven't supported MAGA, hasn't endorsed MAGA, then to me, this critique just seems pretty forced. And I think that's where Akademiks was coming from when he responded back to Jeremy Hecht. Akademiks responds and he goes, "Shut your bitch up. Talking about a rapper needed to denounce free promo from the effing White House. I'm so glad ninjas like you is out of here. Ain't no denouncing F Ninja. Take that woke-ish back to the effing dot era. It's Iceman season." Ak was cooking. He cooked Jeremy Hecht up until that last bar. And the reason why that last bar, when he brought up, take that woke-ish back to the dot era, the reason why that was a mistake is because it leaves room for Jeremy Hecht and others to misrepresent Akademiks' politics. Whenever Jeremy Hecht, Ebro, Rosenberg, or any other of Akademiks' oppositions argue with Ak, the first thing they go to is they label Akademiks as MAGA, as a Trump guy, as an alt-right, as a white supremacist. So when Akademiks say, take that woke-ish back to the dot era, we understand what Ak meant. He just meant, man, take that pandering, super virtuous stuff back to where it came from. Leave us alone. However, it's not even about how Akademiks said it or if him saying it was in the right context or not. Is how people are receiving it. It reminds people of the other people we don't like when they say it. And because it reminds us of how they
We back.
say it, they now group what academics say with what they say, and they group academics as the same type of person as the people we don't like, aka the neo-Nazis, the far right, the extremists, in which academics obviously isn't. He's a son of an immigrant. So when academics added that last bar, that left room for Jeremy Heck to run with the narrative that academics is like a neo-Nazi. He's like a super far right MAGA guy. And he ran with it. Because when Jeremy Heck dropped the video, that's the first narrative he ran with. That academics is this super MAGA, super far right extremist guy who was in bed with ICE and Trump.
DJ Akademiks took some time off from scarfing down Cheetos or gargling on his favorite rapper's meat to reply to my tweet that now has over 2 million views. I'm gonna get back to Ak in about 20 seconds, but let me back up first. When Drake's Iceman album dropped, the White House posted this. Then a couple days later, they posted this video calling Trump the Iceman. So I tweeted this. White House has now made 2 promos using Drake's album.
But he definitely was reaching with this tweet here for sure, 110%. And clearly that's not what academics meant, but it just wasn't a good look, you know what I'm saying, with how people already view you. So he should have just kept his mouth shut, honestly.
Which he hasn't denounced yet, but they thought we were crazy for saying Iceman is a tone-deaf album title in this climate. Akademiks responded super rationally with this. Now, I wasn't shocked that Ak was triggered. He has been caping for his daddy for years. And not only that, but I did some digging. I have some sources too, Ak, and I know that you're getting paid by the head of Truth Social. So I know why you jumped so quickly and aggressively on that tweet, and I know where your opinion's coming from.
This is like the new thing now on Twitter where they accuse certain people of being controlled opposition. Yo, if academics popped up with some new opinions like, oh my God, Kendrick Lamar is the GOAT, then I could maybe think and say, damn, Ak. But Ak had these, like, Ak has had
been a Drake fan forever.
These same opinions even before Truth Social was a thing. Akademiks thought Drake was the greatest. Akademiks had these same opinions on music and his taste of music since he was in his mom's basement making videos on his phone. So, like, you think that somebody was paying Akademiks when he had 2,000 like subscribers to say these things? No, like obviously not, right? So. And I don't even know like what proof they have that Truth Social is funding Ak, and also too like why would Truth Social fund DJ Akademiks? Like, what type of interest would Truth Social have on Akademiks' music takes and hip hop takes? As far as I'm concerned, it's like Akademiks even on Truth Social. Like, why would they fund somebody who don't actively post or tweet on Truth Social? It doesn't make sense whatsoever. I feel like this is one of those things where, like Jeremy had kind of. Learn from like the Kendrick Lamar TDE bucket where you kind of, just say things. Like, for example, he got a daughter you don't know about. 2 years later, where's the daughter at? Right? Right? So it feels like Jeremy Heck is stealing a page out of the TDE book, man. Right? La, 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 la. And eventually when you've lied enough, at least one of those lies is going to stick because, nobody has the time and patience to debunk every lie.
I also know that your opinion on music isn't from you either because you're getting paid by every label. But maybe that's for another video. But this wasn't just about them using a song. When you align yourself with people like this, or this, or this, and call your album this, when this is happening, with an album cover that has this sign, that also kind of looks like...
I think that's a reach though. Like, this is the 6 for Toronto. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson glove, Michael Jackson movie just dropped. I think that's a better reach than... he made the title and the album cover after like ICE deportation. Like, I think that's like a very big stretch.
Like this sign. You can't be shocked when they do.
Hold on. What's that sign?
That has this sign that also kind of looks like this sign. You can't.
How the alt-right co-opted the OK hand sign to fool the media. Okay.
Can't be shocked when they do this. I don't think Drake's intention was any of this. Drake even said this on his album. But if that's not something that you want to be associated with, then just say something. That was my only point. Ak thinks that you don't have to denounce anything, but that's because it's something he's aligned with. For some of the biggest artists and celebrities in the world, it was as easy as this. Or this. Or this. And even this. Oh, and Ak, you might want to do some history on the word woke, because I don't think you're using it right. But that's for another video. With this, now I wasn't shocked that Ak was triggered. He has been caping for his daddy for years. And not only that, but I did some digging. I have some sources too, Ak, and I know that you're getting paid by the head of Truth Social.
Jeremy, I got $100,000 for you if you provide that. Head of Truth. Listen. You know what's so funny? Let me see. Who's this person? It's ran by who? Who's the head of Truth Socials? Devin Nunes? I wish I was. You know what's so funny? So this guy called himself trying to call me out. First of all, I'm the only person who will gladly tell you where my political affiliations lie at the moment. I supported and voted for Donald Trump last time. May not be turned out to be the best of choices these days. Next time, if there's a dope-ass Democratic candidate, I'll go. I'll proudly say I vote for them too.
Woo! Listen, I know what the comments is going.
I'm trying to get this shit activated, nigga. Fuck you, man.
I want to say, Flacco, you not being consistent. Flacco, you a hypocrite. Flacco, you biased. I'm all of that. The same level of smoke I would have given to Andrew Schultz and Nicki Minaj. Akademiks is my friend. Akademiks has been somebody who has used his platform to publicly speak out on my behalf when I'm going through some controversy. He has shown unwavering loyalty to me and stood by my side when people were trying to cancel me and when people were lying on me. So I'm gonna offer him the same courtesy that he offers me. All right. I'm not about to sit here and give Ak a verbal lashing. All right. Ak, he said his mind has changed. Now I don't understand why Ak will vote for Trump in the first place when Ak is a son of an immigrant. Akademiks is an immigrant. And the level of dehumanization Trump has done to immigrants, I don't see why anybody would vote for Trump or would want to like vote for Trump. I had a friend called E-Man, and his story made the news. E-Man was walking out of an African shop. ICE was parked on the corner. Just again, this is like a random stop and frisk. ICE told E-Man, "Yo, show me, yo, are you a citizen?" E-Man said, "Yeah, of course." Prove it. They asked for his ID. He gave them the real ID. They said, "This is not enough proof you are a U.S. citizen." They asked for his social. He gave them his social. They said, "This is not enough proof that you are a U.S. citizen." They then asked him, "Do he have his birth certificate?" He says, "No, I don't walk around with my birth certificate." do you have your U.S. passport? No, I don't walk around with my U.S. passport. So they told him, well, you coming with us. And they forcibly took him, put him in a van, and drove him to an undisclosed location for hours. And this is somebody who did nothing wrong. So just Act being an immigrant, man, I don't understand why he ever supported Trump. But that's my brother. I'm gonna give him a call and ask, yo, bro, why? You feel me? Like, why? Right? Because I don't know, man. Yeah, but the angles they are attacking Act with is not working, right? They're attacking Act for taking ad money. And you see, like they come online and they want to tear down Act, but you can't tear down Act with the narratives they're trying to tear down Act with because nobody cares. Like nobody cares that Akademiks charge rappers and labels for him to post their music. That's a general practice for Instagram blogs. Like if you run a blog, you charge labels and you charge artists to post their music. So this is not an exposure, right? Now, Akademiks would also address Jeremy Heck going off on Drake for the White House and the Iceman thing.
I'm an American who feel like, even my audience probably don't like the fact that I'm that open with my political views. But listen, I'm not staunchly Democrat or Republican. I'm going to be honest about who I support. Now, let's just get to what's actually important. Have I ever gotten paid or getting funded? Because that's now the new thing. Like they're now they act like I'm like this big entity. I guess I am, right? They're like, yo, Act is getting funded by Truth Social. How? Like how? By the way, I'm glad you brought this to light because everybody knows I'm one of the most transparent people in media. I've always said I pimp the record labels. Listen, I'm a media personality, but I also have a platform which we put up a lot of music. And customs enforcement. They're the people that deport people. So now they've connected Drake's Iceman theme to now be representative of the United States ICE,
that was a big reach.
Agency that deport. Do you see what I'm saying? Where woke people fuck up shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, how are you trying to say Drake is tone deaf for naming his album Iceman just because ICE is a agency in the U.S. government? This is what I said. These guys that kind of came around during this era, they sucked the fun out of everything. Well, why are you so? When are we talking about tone deaf rappers?
Facts.
Have you listened to the lyrics of 99.9% of rappers, including Kendrick? They're not like necessarily social justice warriors all the time, or they're not like priests, or they're not like popes. They kind of talk shit. They encourage violence. They do what they do as rappers. So this guy is saying that Drake is tone deaf.
Let me know who y'all think won this back and forth, right? Because I think
Akademiks won solely because that's not what he meant in the tweet. So the guy kind of went on a tangent, but the opposite way. And two, that's not what Drake meant. I don't think by the album or none of that. So like he also was reaching with that. So he really just conspiracy theories. You know what I'm saying? And it's proven that. But yeah, I would say Akademiks won. Drop a comment down below what y'all think. Hit that like button for me and hit that sub button if you're not already subbed up. Catch us on the next video.